The Gen Z millionaires. If you've been on YouTube or social media for a bit, it is a certainty that you came across those 20-year-olds or even teens bragging about how they're making millions of dollars with their quote-unquote business, showing off their luxurious lifestyles, fast cars, expensive watches, and unlimited access to intimacy from the opposite sex, with the classic bio phrase, 16-year-old entrepreneur. Not just that, but they can also teach you how you can do the same, while you just sit there with your unpaid rent, wondering what the hell have you been doing wrong all of those years. On this video, we'll see exactly how these kids are doing what they're doing. How can anyone really apply this secret to his business to finally see that exponential growth? Just for the record, I'm not talking about these kids.
I spent all night working on my business. When I'm gonna be chilling in Dubai and living my dream life, you guys are gonna call me like.
But I'm talking about the ones who are actually making money. I can honestly tell you that I've known a lot of these influencers, and this is legit, or at least most of it. For traditional business owners, it is really surprising and interesting to witness the unusually fast rise of these young entrepreneurs and their ability to hit such big numbers fast.
I'm picking up one of my dream cars.
It's obvious for anyone that social media had a lot to do with this. I mean, influencers over Instagram are setting up new standards for financial freedom.
What color is your Bugatti?
And the gradual replacement that we're witnessing in real time of the traditional education system by online education. And this was heavily revolutionized, or at least its beginning was sparked by self-improvement influencers like Andrew Tate. But ladies and gentlemen, in this video, I don't want to talk about the motivators of this rise as much as I want to talk about the platform, the vehicle that made it ridiculously easy for anyone to get rich these days more than any other time in history. Just think about it. This is completely abnormal. People at this age are not supposed to pursue, let alone build wealth this fast. So what is that piece that we're all missing? That magic pill that every Gen Z influencer took in order to shortcut years of wealth pursuit, business sales, or marketing headaches to hundreds of thousands of dollars per month? Well, I hate to break it to you, dear listener, but you already know, because it's the very thing that you're consuming right this second: content. And you already came across this advice tens of times already, yet for some reason or another you chose to ignore it completely or just to quit too early. But I'm telling you with confidence that you will forever be stuck at the same place, staring at kids and dropouts, making more money the more you keep watching them. And this is where I come in time and time again to keep reminding you as many times as I need to that unless you learn how to persuade and influence through your writing, which eventually turns into a video, I'm not going to tell you you'll never reach results that you want, but it's not going to be as fast as the person who implements content. And at some point you won't be able to go any further, especially because I believe organic marketing is taking over traditional paid ads as we speak.
Crunch bar. Feastables crunch bar.
And every major corporation is at least implementing organic content to their strategy. It's an instinct to resist a method of pursuit that keeps looking inferior to another that has proven to take you to your desired results faster. You can simply compare it to the people that are finding it hard to embrace AI and use it to their advantage, or when Blockbuster, the famous rental company, went bankrupt as they refused to embrace streaming services like Netflix. So in other words, what I'm saying is, you can keep calling these kids scammers, content doesn't work for me, I don't have the time, these kids are liars, or you can pick up your phone, your laptop, and make this the first day towards your life transformation. Take it from me, I myself used to say all the things that I just said, and fact is, I had what you can call an excuse, as I was busy helping other people grow their brands. So I could have said that I didn't have any time to build my own, I was already spread too thin, so how can I write and produce my own content? But guess what? I was only bullshitting myself, and surprisingly, what I thought was going to be a maximum of 2 videos a month if I ever started or convinced myself to post content turned into 2 videos a week when I actually tried. And I cannot even begin how it transformed my life completely and the whole new perspective that I added to my life and my business. I actually made a whole video about that. And one funny fact is, YouTube actually added to my time instead of taking from it. Now what I really want you to understand is, maybe you clicked this video for the wrong reason, because I didn't make this video to shit on young entrepreneurs that are leveraging attention, the gold of modern time, to reach financial freedom. Absolutely not. But I'm actually attempting to draw the map for you and for myself, really, to draw a picture of where you can be only a year from now if you implement content to your business. And I'm gonna do that in 2 points. Content is a cheat code for closing clients and acquiring new ones. Communities like school made it ridiculously easy for anyone to make big money online through education, which is not an exclusive model for an experienced entrepreneur. Now, content is a cheat code. Why or how? In business, you have something called prospects, which are the people that are interested or might be interested in your service or offer. And as a business owner, you go and look for those yourself, or you hire someone to do that for you. But it's time consuming and it's money consuming. But the thing about those prospects is, even when you get the right qualified prospect, you would have to set up what we call a conversion system or a sales funnel, which is a process that takes those leads or those prospects that you have from strangers to paying customers. And usually that process would have you go through sales calls. And at the end of the day, you're only converting a few people from all the prospects, even when they are qualified. So then you're stuck in this infinite cycle of closing a client or two, prospecting for new leads again, trying to convert them, and so on. Now, the thing about having a personal brand is, you see all of that process that we talked about, that conversion system, that sales funnel, all of that is deleted and doesn't even apply to you anymore. You don't chase prospects anymore. They actually come to you through your content. Then you got the nurturing process. Nurturing basically is building trust and rapport with your subscribers or with your prospects with the aim of turning them into paying customers. The thing about YouTube or making content is that all that happens automatically. The more the viewers watch your content, the more nurtured they are and the more ready they are to buy your product. So all the conversion happens automatically by itself. It starts with a viewer that discovers your channel and ends up with him turning into a customer. Of course, there are some steps in the middle, but it is a lot easier and more predictable than this one. And the number one factor in nurturing is basically watch time, meaning how long did that viewer watch your videos. I already made a video about methods to increase the conversion potential or the conversion rate of a viewer into a customer. And I talked about the 7-hour rule, which is roughly how long it takes a viewer of watching your content to make an informed buying decision from you. So it is to your advantage to make longer format content. And this is the reason why you see so many entrepreneurs making very long videos from time to time, like 45 to 60 minutes videos, even with not so many views, because their goal is to make their subscribers that already watch a lot of their content watch a longer video with so much value inside and a clear call to action at the end to basically 10x their chances of turning you into a customer. Let's talk about communities. Communities and the coaching business model in general exploded with the introduction of school.com, which made it incredibly easy and really accessible to anyone who wants to start a coaching business. In other words, for someone to teach what he knows and get paid for it. And many people have a very pessimistic and skeptical perspective of this business model due to some dishonest influencers that use their platform to scam their followers and sell fake information or bad product. And now any influencer who wants to sell a course, even when he knows what he's talking about, is immediately labeled as a scammer. All of a sudden, this entire model became frowned upon. But it doesn't have to be this way. Many creators are actually honest and selling legit stuff. And having a mentor is actually necessary if you want to level up fast. You just gotta be careful who to work with. Now let's talk about the beautiful thing about this business model and why it became such a trend and how young kids exploited this glitch to make hundreds of thousands of dollars per month without any experience. Now the first thing is, it's literally for everyone, because usually to learn a certain business you're required to invest a lot of time, maybe months or years, studying the fundamentals, years of trial and error to perfect your delivery, marketing, and hit decent figures. But with the educational model, all you have to do is teach someone else what you already know. That's it. Of course, scaling the business and hitting bigger numbers in future will require you to have a certain knowledge of business, but that experience is learned along the way. And you can invest money in yourself after you start making some income. The nature of this business, which revolves around teaching something that you already mastered and are passionate about, makes it very meaningful and fulfilling to do, which is something very rare in today's capitalist world. Communities are very powerful, man, because aside from you getting people to their desired results, you are forming a network of like-minded individuals, opening a whole other world for new opportunities and growth for you and the people inside your community. Now let's talk about the glitch: content. Content on social media made this business model especially tempting for those people who already built their personal brand. In other words, social media is the perfect way to drive traffic into your offer or into your community. Like I said, it's basically a glitch combo. Ladies and gentlemen, if there's anything you can take from this video, is that we're in a time where it has never been easier to build wealth from a young age. And if you're older, you're even at a better position because you're wiser than the stupid kids and you're more experienced in your business. But now at the same time, you are aware of the huge potential that social media and content has to shortcut your way to financial freedom and never-ending opportunities. With that said, it is not guaranteed that things will stay this way forever, because if there's only one thing that history can teach us, is that the only constant is change. Therefore, we must seize this opportunity while it's still available. And that applies to you hitting that subscribe button to not miss future videos from me, or checking out the links in the description for free and paid stuff, or watching this video if you haven't.